welcome back. We are Dungeons and Shenanigans.
Are we?
I think so.
I didn't know.
Or are we Dancer?
No, we're Prancer.
Thank you, Abram. You got the joke. Welcome back, guys. We had a fun experience last session. We had gone through the spirit trials. Started to ascertain how much Aether you guys had, to what capability, and basically what you guys could do with your Aether. So Ifan, our good buddy Tanner, is going to be temporarily out of this. He might be coming in the middle of this session. We're not too sure. Might be next session, but we will see. But for Da, it's now your time to go with the trial. As the last one to go was, I believe, Vela.
Yes.
And Vela had just finished and kind of is in a state just kind of like in her own head about everything. So for you, Da, it's now time for you to go. And you see Oryx Orenthal, the tribe head, the chief, just goes, "All right, come on, come.
You can do it, buddy.
Got this.
Now, what I need you to do is stand in the center. Good.
Is there enough room?
And knock things down a little bit.
Yeah. He ends up just kind of like shifting these symbols on it, kind of like a cryptex, just kind of shifting different things on it until each one of them starts to glow. And he does go to the one that is the square, and as he is fiddling with that one's the first to glow, and then he fiddles with the other ones, and those ones glow as well. Now, picture into your mind the extent in which you wish your Aether to take. And do you need volunteers?
Yes, actually.
What kind of volunteer?
Well, see, I want to try to make myself harder to hit, and I need somebody to hit.
I can do that.
Please let
You would probably miss.
He'd be standing in the same spot. It'd be hard for you to hit.
me.
Well, Cal, if you would be so kind as to help him.
I got you.
So what is the Aether effect you're trying to produce here?
So Da's always wanting to like pull the life force around him, and also give back to the life forces around, but we'd like to pull it to himself and to like just bolster and create like a natural barrier around him.
Okay. You guys watch as Da just kind of closes his eyes.
Are there plants and stuff around?
You guys are on like kind of this stone area, so not quite.
Okay.
They're kind of like off to the sides of it. But you do watch Da just kind of place his hand onto the ground, and you see just like these little like bramble-looking vines just kind of sprout up and just slowly start to attach themselves onto his body. And you see the mushrooms themselves start to grow along these vines that are now within this like rib cage of armor of vines. It looks like it just kind of continues on. It almost looks like a structure of bone, and then it starts to fill out with the mushrooms, kind of creating almost this like coating of skin. It looks like it's interesting how the mushrooms and the vines kind of create this feeling of kind of nature almost, as it kind of just brings it all together. You see on there are these large buds that almost look like they're like a form of like a mycelium based flower that are just closed, and it looks like on his thank you. It looks like they're kind of like sprouting off of his shoulders, and they're just kind of resting like that, just closed. As you see, all of the nature kind of just keeps drawing into him. You see almost like this, like, as Da lifts his foot, you see there's almost like roots that are like detach from the ground.
So, I'd also like the mushrooms that grow on me. So, with the natural spore thing that I have with the halo of spores, where I can cause spores to like activate in a certain area. I want that to happen when somebody hits me, that it would proof off some of the spore
Very
dust
doable.
and then cause them some pain.
Some more of those those flowers kind of like sprout along the armor itself. They're like smaller little buds kind of like nestled into the armor itself.
All right.
Cal, if you'd be so kind as to hit him. We don't punch it.
Before we get into that, did we long rest or anything since I was?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna be- just so I don't die from.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason.
That's 23.
23, that's your armor class, correct?
No, let's see. No, my AC is 17 right now.
Yes, that would hit. The AC has gone up though. By
I was
one.
gonna say, yeah. How much did the armor add? Just one?
Just one temporarily though. As the armor does kind of strengthen and
Website
and
crashed,
kind of
so
bolstered
Oh.
you.
Brand's
Cal,
website.
as you go ahead and punch
Hit it.
forward onto Da, you see it kind of
Sorry.
break through some of the twigs, and they kind of like cave in a little, and that those piercings of the twigs kind of hurt, but they're cushioned by the mushrooms themselves. So it's more the pressure and the impact rather than actually like anything stabbing into you. But as that happens, go ahead and roll the Halo Spores, because that is a Constitution saving throw.
so
From
you
you.
do a saving throw. When this loads up, I will have
After like a big good constitution. So, that's dirty 20.
That'll save.
That's
I believe
nice.
yours is like a 17, I
So
think.
yeah.
So the spores end up going, and you see them sprout open and open up into like these weird, gross, like pitcher plant looking flowers,
Ooh.
and they end up opening up and just emitting out this wave of spores in front of him. So you still roll damage, but you'll take half damage from
Now is
this.
it the same regular Halo Spores damage?
Yes.
Tree.
So I take 1.
Oh, the air's a little stinky over
Oh.
here. Yeah.
As the spores kind of hit you, kind of cough a little bit.
Allergy season.
Yep.
Bless you.
Necrosis season.
Yeah.
How did it feel?
It's in the air.
Did you feel my effect?
My nose is itchy.
That's not what I was going for, but that's the start.
This is good progress. We can work with this.
How long do you think this will last?
Depends on how long your ether can last. As he presses onto it, and everything goes and shuts it down, and you don't feel that feeding in of the aether onto you as much anymore. Now you're just kind of relying on your own strength. The armor itself, are you trying to maintain it now at this point?
Yeah, I would try to maintain.
Okay.
This.
Go ahead and roll me a d100.
52.
52. Parts of it kind of like slough off of you and just kind of fall onto the ground. Doesn't look like you're maintaining it to the perfection that it was before, but it is doable.
You still take some getting used to.
It all does. Now, Cal, would you like to go?
Oh, that was fast. What about Ifan?
You see Yvonne's just there. I'm okay, Cal. I think I ate something bad.
It was
Oh.
the...
Oh, he got into my mushrooms.
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, you might start seeing things. Don't attack them. They might be your friends. They look like
I might.
demons.
Or do. It might be funny.
It might be.
Okay, well, if he's not going, I'll go.
Now, what is it you wish to accomplish?
I made a cool sword the other day.
Sword. We will work with that. Walks over the one that's the U shape that kind of crests downwards. Activates that one as it starts to emit that field of aether around you.
Go ahead and try.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay. So what are you trying?
Trying to make that sword, but it looks like they have kind of empowered, so I'll try to do it stronger.
Okay.
So that's a 16 on the die.
Okay. You try to empower it with your own aether as well. And as you are just kind of putting out your hand, you're just imagining the sword. You're imagining the hilt, the handle, the pommel, the actual blade itself, the way that light just shines off of it. As you are there, you guys see this little mote of light in the palm of his hand just kind of floating. And you see it expand outwards into what looks like a star pattern, like a four-pointed star that has been expanded on two sides to create this sword. And as it's just kind of floating there, you grasp it. As you grasp it, you watch all of the light kind of shatter away from it, almost as if it's like shedding the light itself. And you see this beautiful blade. You see a golden handle with these like blue settings into it. And you see the actual blade itself looks like it has like gold running up the center of it. And it kind of has like this almost like ethereal kind of look to it. You see it has like script and scrawling all over the blade itself. The blade kind of almost curves slightly. Not quite as much as like a scimitar or a falchion, but you do see that there is some quality of a bend to it. You see all of it just kind of creates this perfectly balanced blade within the hand of Cal, and it creates this light that just kind of emits from it. That's just kind of humming.
Got a dummy to hit it?
And
They're called dummies.
and then you just see
Hey.
you see these pulleys above you of rope just go as all of a sudden these dummies just
Okay. I'll try to cleave them.
you end up running up, and you don't even have to roll for this. You end up running up, and the emission of that energy kind of is still there, but as you leave it, you feel your control of the sword just kind of waning just a little bit, but you don't care. As you go in to strike, is this a two-handed or a single-handed weapon?
I think right now I'd be two-handed.
As you go ahead and strike, you grab the pommel of it as you swing down using that leverage, and it just strikes down onto this statue, and almost like a crack of thunder, you just hear this as this crater of light has now appeared in the pattern of where the sword has slashed, cracking through the stonework.
Sorry about the floor.
It will be repaired, it's fine.
As it kind of cracks in, you just see where the sword has landed in. It kind of like has these light wisps that are just kind of flowing off of the sword as it's now buried in there. Roll me a d100.
84.
84. The sword, the shape of it is like not as defined as it was in the zone, but it is still a solid object. It is not just made out of pure light, out of pure nothingness. You do see it has a form, as it is now just kind of glowing in your hands.
Does it feel like spirit metal?
It does not. It feels lighter. Spirit metal itself is attuned to each person individually, and it feels the right weight of however they were crafted. Whatever their purpose for the metal was, how they crafted it, it's the perfect amount of weight that the wielder thinks it should have. This feels lighter than air. It feels lighter than air, yet it feels as though it's more of an extension of yourself. Less of like just you are holding a sword, but more of this is the extension of your arm. Your arm continues past with this. This feels natural. It doesn't feel like a foreign object that you're holding.
So could I wield it in one hand?
As you kind of put it into the one hand, light as a feather.
Cool.
Can you wield it with
But it feels like a solid object, right?
It feels like a solid object, but for you it just feels perfect. Feels lightweight.
Could I try something else while I'm in here?
Sure. What do you want to try?
I wanna make it to where I can hold on to it easier.
Okay.
Like if it, because it's so light, I don't want it to let go. Just in case I let go and it goes away.
It's light, not in the way of like, oh, you'll just let go of it and drop it. It's light in the way of it is easier to wield than any other sword you've carried.
Yeah, but to like, if I ever need to throw it, because sometimes I need range.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, it's perfectly balanced for whatever purpose you need it for.
And then like having it like chained around my arm.
Yeah. No chain present.
Okay.
But you do see it does kind of just create that light. Looks beautiful.
Yeah.
As
Got any stronger dummies?
Not ones we were willing to have damage currently.
Oh yeah. Wouldn't want to damage Susie. Okay, that's it.
What?
I'm not talking
Did you
about
say my name?
No,
Sounded like you said my name.
I said Poozy.
Who's that?
Not you.
Fair.
as he kind of
I
walks
said Jacuzzi.
as you guys are starting to walk back to the group, he kind of just puts his hand on your shoulder.
I will help you in any way I can. But ultimately, the curse which you bear, Calamitous, he will always be present. I will try to help, though. His power might be contained through training and hard work. Yes.
Thank you.
Well, everyone, that was a riveting trial. Yvonne will get you later.
Can't believe you all whipped out.
As you
Sounds
see,
good
he's
living.
just pale in the face. He was,
I was gonna say
It's always
as opposed to
Yeah,
So I labeled the bag "Do not eat, dangerous," but I forgot he can't breathe.
Oh, see, you need to draw the little skull and crossbow.
Yes.
not gonna lie, I thought you were saying right now you had just had a bag of something that you said that you labeled in your notes "do not eat" and you don't know what it is.
Oh, that would be even
I
better.
probably do.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. It was the Tuesday morning mushroom or something like that.
Some,
Weird.
Yeah.
Or don't eat on Monday.
yeah.
Something like that.
Don't eat it on Monday. Any other day of the week,
Yeah.
totally fine.
It's called the Monday Blues.
Yeah.
Well, anything else you guys would like to accomplish while you are here within our grounds?
I need to meditate on what we just experienced and
Of course.
learn how to use it.
Do you have any questions for me?
No, I think we're okay.
And these symbols that seem to have charged us.
Yes.
How do these become in your possession? Is it something you made?
This is something that has been here for generations. The spirit walkers themselves are all... It's an ancient tribe. We learned, much like others did, we learned from the giants. The giants taught us the way to manifest this energy. They were researching it for quite a while. The originals of them, of the Nebfir, were destroyed, vanished instantaneously. The night of the Black Sun was their ultimate demise. That was when every Nebfir in existence vanished. But their crossbreeds did not. The ones who were not Nebfir that lived within the cities and still read the research, knew of it, were able to teach others, and we learned from that. Our tribe was one of the first. Apparently, we are descendants of denizens of that city. However, this technology is old, very old. I don't know quite the specifics of how it operates. I just know that it does. All who came before me, all previous of the Pathmakers, are all carry the same weight. The knowledge of how to operate this, as well as union with one of the 4 mountain gods.
So is this something that you've studied that maybe you can create more objects like this?
Like I said, I have no idea how it operates. I don't know what makes this work. I just know it does work, and I know how to activate it. That knowledge has seemed to be lost in the ages.
It's too bad. It's very handy. So like
Indeed.
you do anything right here, but you step out of it, I can't even talk to my spirits.
Seems as that way, but we will work on this.
As he kind of just looks around at all this.
Well, should we have some breakfast?
Yeah, sure.
Good.
Never turn up
Oh, we
breakfast.
trained at night. That's right. I was
Yep.
like, we already ate. No.
As the sun is starting to rise up, and you just see like the sky itself turn from that hazy blue into just like this beautiful baby blue just sky as the sun is very slowly rising up. You just see off in the horizon there's just a small amount of orange just peeking through the sky. This mountain air is very refreshing. Cold, but refreshing.
I like it.
Breakfast.
As he turns around and starts to walk away.
Breakfast.
Yeah,
We need
I
to-
think we follow him.
Should we carry Yvonne? He looks.
I mean, if you want to carry him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably just needs to walk it off.
Stop the bag of holding.
Yep.
Yeah.
He
No,
just
back
shrinks
over
down.
there. Yeah. No. He ate some of the mushrooms. He can't just walk that off.
Well, sometimes you need to open air.
No, we should stick him in the bag of
Okay,
holding.
okay.
Yeah. No.
With nowhere.
Yeah. Nowhere. Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Stand
No.
there.
No. Yeah.
Who needs to breathe?
Right. Just hold your breath. How hard could it be?
Yeah.
So we do all follow him though.
So you guys end up going to the banquet hall again, and having just a really nice breakfast. It's a lot of like gathered herbs and it looks like they have like some sort of a farm and like vegetable garden here, and it looks like it's just all fresh ingredients. Like a lot of good salads, a lot of like poultry and eggs is the primary source of food here. It's really good though.
Nice. Quite the selection.
Thank you.
You guys are very skilled with being in tune with the plant life around you.
We do what we must. And we do what with the spirits allow.
So when do we start training them? For real?
We'll start training in a few days.
A few days.
Yes.
Disappointed.
You'll begin training soon.
Is that a spray? It's a fairy.
So soon, like today, though, right?
No.
Well, why not?
Give it time to acclimate.
We gotta chill a bit.
All of you are touched by a spirit in some way.
I didn't sign up for that.
The spirits,
Don't touch me.
the spirits, Aether, everything will slowly become more clear as you spend more time here. Oh,
So, what are we doing before then?
relax. You have been on a journey for quite some time.
In that case,
Are
can
we-
I have some wine?
Of course.
Are we not allowed to practice?
Rose, it is 6 in the morning.
And you may train on your own accord. Do not overdo it.
Or
Primarily, I recommend staying with your spirit metal, meditating on it,
Oh, I was gonna take mine off.
sensing what your spirit metal
Yeah.
is.
Jam session.
Stick with your
Haha,
spirit metal.
permanently fused.
Ephon cries.
Yeah.
Instead of shake it to take it.
Shake it to make it.
Wait, are we the only two? I think we're the only two that can just like not have our spirit metal.
Same with
with
Bella.
us. No, it's in her horns, isn't it? Oh no, it's like
it's
a
caps.
Oh, okay. I thought they were like. Yeah.
Never mind. I get to have a jam session.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna hear my guitar all the time.
Oh, great.
So how are you guys spending time with your spirit metal?
Jam session.
I haven't even thought about my spirit metal for the longest time.
Well, first things first.
What's
for me,
first?
stairs.
Okay, we'll get to the stairs then.
Yeah.
So-
I knew that would be-
So, no, I would just be focusing on mine, trying to communicate with the spirits. And
We'll get to that. So for you,
Yeah, I assume they like walk us back to the room, and I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah, spirit metal, yeah,
Yeah.
Lock the screen.
it's not a locking mechanism.
No, yeah, it's one
Unfortunately,
I've jimmied together.
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
yeah.
You put the little wood into the the
Yeah.
railing of the door.
Yeah. I jimmy it shut, and then I.
Alright, I'm good. I got this. You end up moving the mat and everything. Are you trying to keep quiet?
Yes.
Make a sleight of hand check.
so is this, like, do we know about it, or is it just...
This is in
No,
her room.
this is-
What?
7.
Who would be in the room next to Susie?
I feel like it would be me.
As you are like in there, you're doing some just dry strums on the guitar. You just hear like in the next room over.
Speed
You know it's
Susie's
Susie's room.
beatboxing.
Susie,
Oh, yeah?
did you fall?
Yeah.
Are you hurt?
No?
Do I believe her?
Go ahead and make a deception check versus an insight check.
Well, I'm not hurt.
I'm gonna say you have advantage
No.
on this because she has no visual cue on you. This is through a wall.
I want so desperately the sun to shine through the paper and just see like a shadow.
It's not. It's like a wooden wall between you guys.
Oh.
Oh my god. 13.
21.
Yeah, she's definitely lying.
My deception is a -1.
So you don't know if she's hurt really. You're like I don't think she would get hurt from like falling. She's trained. She might be trying to hide something.
Susie?
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have to talk a little loud
Oh no.
because you got there is the paper doors that are like in between, and then there's a wall right here. So
I'm
the doors are
gonna-
like this.
Can I try to get to her room?
Yeah, you just
I'm gonna try to get to
you go over to the next door and
Can I open it at all?
you grab it and it kind of like it like opens just like maybe like a half inch and then just stops.
I like put my like, hey Susie, can you let me in?
Yeah, sure. I can. Wait, is it like the floorboard open right now?
I thought that's what you were trying
Yeah.
to do.
Oh, yeah. So it did like
Yeah.
open. I
So
couldn't.
you lifted up the tatami mat and you were in the process of lifting this, but you were trying to lift it quietly. So you were able to move the planks out, the tatami mat
Oh.
up and the planks up. So as soon as she peeks in her eyes, you see that she's messing with something on the ground. But you can't quite tell what it is.
So then I go over and I just also have my eye there, and I'm like, yeah. What do you want?
Are you good?
I'm fine.
You don't seem like it.
I'm pretty fine. Listen, I was
I
just
don't.
trying to. These doors don't lock, so I was just trying to, clearly you can't open it because I was making a lock.
Okay. Sure. But are you sure you're fine? I saw you.
Yeah, no, I was just. What do you? You saw me doing what?
I know. You were like hunched over on the floor.
She
I
was
mean-
feeding.
Yeah.
There's not a table in here. How else am I gonna make a lock for the door?
I mean, okay. I was just checking on you because I heard like a loud noise.
Yeah, well, I'm fine.
Okay. Fine. Just gonna go over and I'm gonna play my guitar louder.
And I'm like, yes. She doesn't suspect a thing.
You are in the clear.
I am perfectly fine to investigate this staircase now.
And you investigate it. So you end up going down the staircase?
Yes, I do.
You end up just going down into the staircase itself. You kind of descend for a bit further. As you are continuing to descend,
Oh no.
Abram. Thank you.
Sarah,
I don't want to open my phone.
It's probably for the best.
Oh no.
So, as you are walking down the staircase, you do end up kind of walking down a bit until it kind of leads you into this cellar, but down below, and it kind of goes off into the 4 cardinal directions.
Interesting. What is it just blank walls?
Make an investigation check. With your circlet, you don't have to roll disadvantage.
Exactly.
18. As you are kind of looking across these walls, you do see that there is scrawling and etching on all of them. Go ahead and make me an Arcana or Religion check.
I'm gonna do religion.
Okay.
17.
As you are starting to look through them, you do see that there is, on each one of these different walls, you see one of the walls kind of has this symbolisms of what you assume would be Aether markings. And you're like, interesting. You're like, okay. And you end up looking over, and another side, you see it kind of continues with that artwork, and it has symbols of the gods. And you're like, that's weird. But with what was your investigation?
18.
As you are looking, and you're like, what is that? And you see like the different symbols of the pantheon. You see there is a symbol of 3 skull marks with a raven skull above that.
Oh, I gotta check it out.
And just leads down a tunnel. And you do look at the other ones as well. So there's the one that
There is like a separate tunnel for this one.
Yes, there is the tunnel with like around the archway of it that looks like the Aether tunnel. There's another tunnel that is the one that has the pantheon symbols, and then there's another one that looks like it has these unknown symbols to you. It looks like it's in like some sort of script that's unknown to you. And then in the other side, there is nothing on that wall. It's like beautiful like scrawling, but no symbolism that you recognize.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the pantheon first.
Okay. As you walk through that one, the tunnel itself, you walk down it probably a good like 50 feet. And along the walls themselves, you are kind of like running your hand along the walls, and you're seeing everything in black and white with your dark vision, but you do see that there is all these etchings and scrawlings within the work of it. You're like, huh, interesting. Just walking along the edge, kind of like filling your hands along these different like intersecting lines that just kind of cross at weird points, and it's this kind of mishmash of looks to it. But you do see that there are some sections that have like a symbol of a god and like a little outcropping that looks like there was once a wax candle there that has long been melted, and it's for each one of these along the way, including that symbol. And in this symbol, it is 4 skulls. It is a raven skull and then 3 regular skulls
Around
below
it.
that.
And there was like a little alcove,
Yes.
but there's nothing there. Like I can't.
No
there's not a
offering.
candle I can't light.
No, there is no candle there.
I'm like, I'm all out of candles, you know. So I keep walking.
Okay, you keep walking. As you do keep walking, though, it leads to this like domed chamber, and you see that there are statues of all of the pantheon just resting there with I'm still using your 17 religion check.
Okay.
There's a few symbols here that you don't recognize. There is 2 other statues. You have a fair understanding of the Pantheon, especially being the very center of Grimthane. Having this kind of view of all the different worlds around you, and as well as having a semi-religious civilization of Axion, you realize there is 2 statues here that you have no idea what they are. You see one of them kind of looks like this, for lack of a better term, kind of like a heart shape that kind of like sprouts downwards. And you see on it, it has these, what looks like arrows possibly just kind of crossing through it. And then you see there's another one that looks like a full-on just hammer kind of like in like the ground, almost kind of like at an angle. And you see that there is like these kind of chains like wrapped around the handle itself that just kind of like hang off of it. And then there's another one that you recognize that is not present. You don't see the Matron of Ravens. You don't see the mask of the Raven Queen and her skull. But you do find the other symbol.
And now the ones that I don't recognize, are there little placards on them to be like, oh,
What languages do you speak?
I think just Common and Elvish.
These are not in Common or Elvish.
Well, shoot dang. Alright.
Shoot dang!
Shoot dang, yeah. So I go over to, well, the ones I don't recognize are first, right?
Mm-hmm. So there is, I should have said this. So there's another one. There's 2 of them that are cracked and look like the names themselves have just been destroyed asunder.
Erased. Interesting.
One of those is the one that you are interested in the most, and the other one is what looks like you've recognized the symbol, and the symbol looks different, but it is for the goddess of Arcana.
Her name is destroyed.
Her name is destroyed.
And then the one that I'm trying to find is destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then I did come down with my backpack.
Yes.
I have a notebook in my backpack.
Yes.
I'm going to tear 2 pages out.
Okay.
I'm going to put 1 page, so the 2 statues I don't recognize, I'm going to do a little,
Just a little.
well, yeah, I'm going to
Shot.
put it over there and then
Okay. Yeah.
get a
What was that?
yeah, I don't remember what it's actually called to do that, but like, yeah, everyone knows what I'm talking about. It's
Yes.
fine. I'm gonna do that for both of those names.
Okay.
Fold them up, put them back in put them in my back, and then I'm just gonna be all like, the stupid name that I wanted.
Of the 2 that you didn't recognize, you etched those ones
Yes.
on there. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I have that, so then I'm gonna be like, I can figure it out later what this language is and what this means.
Okay.
Yeah, back when you learned the language of the gods.
You know what? You're not even here right now. No, yeah.
Yeah, you're basically in a chamber full of statues to all of the Pantheon, at least all of the known Pantheon, at least when this was made.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, well, they don't got the Raven Queen, they don't got the name of the other person, so I'm dipping now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be like, oh, time to go back down the other hallway.
Okay. You end up, as you continue walking, you just continue
Yeah,
walking.
just like that. Yeah.
You're like, oh, okay, walking down the tunnel.
Yeah, I like walking.
You see light
From
behind you. As you're walking down the tunnel, you just hear this little of fire.
Immediately turn around.
You immediately turn around. It's like a pale light, not quite like a flame that's creating like the orange glow. It's just what looks like a black flame that is, and you see it is on the statue that did not have a name.
Well, I think I gotta go back to that.
It's in that little alcove where the
In the
candle-
alcove, I was hoping you were going to say that. I go to the alcove.
Okay. You go to the alcove. What do you do?
I see this.
You have mail.
Thank you.
Oh, it's his
Yeah.
Yeah, you go. Turn off Discord notifications.
Why?
I mean,
Thousand stop.
it's not her. Abby's in the chat now.
Abigail.
Pause, everybody. Hold on.
We're good.
Okay. I did not. Don't spread lies to Abby. Yeah. So I go over to it. Does it like change when I get closer to it?
No, it doesn't change. This one, in the hallway, none of them have names.
Mm-hmm.
But this one does. The statue itself has this large crack through it. So did the other statue in there. All the other statues along the way, though, look pretty pristine.
Mm-hmm.
But you, like thinking about it, as you were kind of walking around, the other statue that was broken was also the goddess of Arcana. And you look at this one, and this one itself, in front of you, the black flame is also cracked.
I want to take the flame.
Okay. As you go ahead and put your hand outwards for it, are you using Aether to try to grab this?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a D100. Do you want some dice?
Nope. I'm gonna roll on the nondescript app here,
Okay.
and that is a 6.
You put your hand in the center of it, and the flames burn around your hand, and you instinctually kind of pull your hand away, but you realize this doesn't burn. This is cold.
Hold fire. Okay. I want to try again.
Okay. As you keep trying, go ahead and roll me again.
Mm-hmm. Please. Please, online dice. Okay, about 60.
Okay. You see the flames themselves kind of are like almost dancing around your hand, just kind of grasping at it. You almost have it, it seems. Go ahead and roll me again.
Here we go. Aha, 73.
As you're like, okay, you see it, and you just see that pale white black flame just in the palm of your hand. The candle itself, you see just sizzled. And you look at the flame, it's like the candle, there is no present wick on this thing. The candle itself has been long melted, and just all that's left is just like a kind of stump that's kind of off to the side a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
very sad pile of wax.
somehow, as you have this,
I'm gonna try and talk to it because I feel like it might be a spirit of like the deity.
okay,
So I'm gonna be like, I feel like this is the stupidest thing. Are you the statue?
go ahead and make me a persuasion check.
Yeah, no.
Just your imagination.
6.
Oh.
You are the statue.
The flame does not speak.
Mm-hmm.
You hear
Oh,
behind you in the statue room.
how do things keep getting in here? There was like an actual. Do I see it or I just hear it?
You turn around and look back into the room, and you see on top of that cracked statue is the raven in which you've been seeing.
I'm gonna take the flame. I'm gonna walk to the statue. Like you said, the statue has a crack in it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try it and almost like seal the crack.
You put the flame onto the statue, and you see it ignite in. You see the raven is looking down at it. Just the black eyes just kind of reflecting off of this white light as it just looks back at you.
And my black eyes are also reflecting. Yeah. Is it kind of working?
Doesn't look like it's sealing it, but the flame remains in there, in that crack.
When I
You
take
just-
my hand out, it's no longer on my hand.
and you see just
Is like the name like ooh, magically remaking itself.
You glitched in there. You can never get it
I
again.
had yeah.
yep.
No, it glitched.
No.
You
lock
soft
myself.
locked yourself.
Yeah, I soft locked myself. I was about to say that. I really was. Okay, I'm gonna. This wasn't as simple as I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna. Is the bird still there?
Mhm.
I'm gonna say, what are you doing here?
Kind of just looking at you.
You've been following me. What have you been doing? Reply.
I don't know, what are you doing?
Just flying around.
Come here often?
No. You like
She doesn't say
jazz?
that. You like jazz?
As you are there, that feeling you got when you were in Etheria, or not Etheria, wow, in Axion.
What's that?
Where?
Yeah, who's Etheria?
When you were in Axion, if he was saying, what's Axion?
Yeah, what's Axion?
When you were there and then the meteors were about to fall, that feeling of anxiety, that feeling of something is happening. You don't feel that level of anxiety, but you feel that sixth sense feeling. And you're feeling it from the feather. The spirit metal feather that you have. Just a feeling of anticipation.
She's going to sit down. She's gonna wait.
And then wait, you do.
Yeah.
And you continue to wait. You see that, just that white flame just kind of creating this echo of light in this room. Just looking around in here. Just puzzled. Go ahead and roll me a history check.
$17.
You recall when you were a child, very, very young, one of the very few memories you have of your parents, you remember just in just a small little cottage in the Great Waste, just by yourselves, just a family, nowhere else, no one else. You remember just kind of drifting off to sleep as your parents just kind of talked. Zavra's just kind of there next to you. The one thing though that you kind of recall and kind of make that connection, the flame in the hearth was not warm. It was cold. You can almost faintly remember, was that an orange flame? You can't quite recall.
Phenomenal. Great. Does it grow or change at all?
It just remains.
The bird's still there?
Mhm.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go. Because I really want to see what's in the other tunnels too.
Okay. You end up getting up and starting to walk away. You just feel like this like chill as you pass by that statue.
Hmm.
And everything else just kind of remains the same. Goes back to normal. So, what other tunnels do you want to?
Well, there was the other one with the Aether symbols that I do recognize, so I'm gonna go down that one.
So with that one, you are seeing a bunch of script that you don't recognize as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of leads to what looks like this chamber that looks like there are cracked pieces and like fragments of some like stone slab that has been long cracked and just kind of broken, and it almost is like this like kind of pieced together puzzle of it, and you see that there's some pieces that are missing, some that have just like been destroyed to dust. So there's no piece like that's supposed to represent it anymore. But it almost looks like a stone door that has just kind of been like on. It's like on like a kind of like another stone table in here, but it's kind of pieced together on top of that. And you see that there is like scrawled different script along the walls. You see that there's like a few different like stone tablets that also have, and like stone and clay that have like scrawling in it as well, but all unrecognizable.
Neat.
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah, I don't really know enough about Aether yet to really mess with a lot of this. So I'm gonna go back upstairs because
Okay.
I'm like, man, a lot of time's passed. So
There
I'm
are
gonna,
still 2 tunnels.
Yeah, there are still 2 tunnels. So I'm gonna go back upstairs though, and I'm gonna cover the
Okay.
floor up.
You just hear ding 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 ding.
Yeah. And then I hear the guitar and I go, wait a minute. So I cover up the floor. I go knock on your screen. Rose, hey.
As you knock on the screen, you just hear.
Yeah, uh-huh. Rose.
Not louder, man.
Rose.
What?
Rose, hey, can I come in?
Yeah.
Have you, like, checked your room?
Aside from putting the blanket over the mirror, no.
Okay, I want to check her floorboards too, see if there's another staircase.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, hold on, one moment.
Okay.
Okay. You end up kind of just like searching.
I'm
for
kind of like
this.
knocking for like the
Yeah.
hollow parts.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Okay. All right.
Are you,
Your room is secure.
are you
You're welcome.
okay?
I'm fine.
Don't.
Okay, good night. Okay.
As you end up just kind of like, all right, bye,
Yeah.
and leave.
Hey, Susie's going crazy.
I want to see if there's another access, which there might be one of your rooms. I'm gonna check later. I'm coming. Just wait.
So, talking with the spirit. As you are here, it's not on the first day, but it's more of like the second or third day of you here. Just kind of going through the motions. You're just kind of there, and you just hear. Not really hear, but you just kind of feel this 2 presences just around you. You can't visualize it, but you do feel their presence has become more known to you while you've spent more time here.
And can I discern like different emotions or?
Not necessarily emotions, but more just there is a calm here. If it is not a watch out or anything of that kind of a feeling. It's more just there is a peace here. There is a calm.
Can I try to channel some of my Aether towards the spirits?
Yeah.
Feeding.
You kind of channel out some of your Aether where you know that they generally are. Your Aether has gone somewhere.
Okay. And I just say, I know we can't communicate for some reason, but I hope that was refreshing for you. We'll get stronger. Hopefully you can, our bond will stay strong.
As you're saying that, you're just kind of, you have your staff next to you, and you see on your staff, there's just a little spring that just sprouts out.
You understood me. Great. So, did you feel that the strength of the Aether when I was practicing the other day? I felt like I never had a connection that strong. Did that affect you? Maybe grow another sprout if it did.
You see,
Like
Yeah.
one for yes,
Yeah.
twice for no. Yeah. Ah.
You do see that sprig that's there just kind of like sprouts just a little bit more.
Okay, good. More of them to come. And then just kind of crisscross applesauce, meditate,
Okay.
and try to send out vibes towards the spirits.
Perfect. What are you doing, Rose?
I'm jamming. That's it. He was like, be close to your spirit metal, and I took that literally. I'm jamming up a storm, not literally.
Okay.
Yeah.
You keep playing, and it's sounding better.
I'm
The
great.
tone the tone that you originally when you first started playing it, you're like, this needs to be tuned. As you've been playing it more, the sound is becoming more clear. It's kind of sounding more just like round and just full.
Love it. Amazing. I'm like as the day goes on, like I'm trying out like different styles of music. So like in the
Yeah.
morning, it's like I gotta wake up, so it's like a lot of like
Wake up,
fast-paced stuff. Yeah. And then like as the day goes on, I'm like I'm tired.
Yeah.
You
Turns
can
into
tell
bossa
it
nova.
changes on the hour. So
Yeah.
You can tell what hour it
Yeah.
is.
She's
Oh,
clock.
5 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time like the like it hits another hour, I'm doing the da 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 da.
The grandfather Rose clock.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's the most accurate time, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're on
very
Rose time now.
very in tune.
Yeah.
You're playing
For
this
internal
and
clock.
Mm-hmm.
you just feel like you're being watched the entire time.
I'm gonna lift up the blanket on the mirror.
And you just see just kind of like how to squat like up against the mirror almost. Just
What's up?
why?
Why what?
Why are we here?
So I can get stronger and have more control over my own body.
He's just kind of looking around the room because you've had it covered the entire time.
Yes.
And he's kind of looking around through the mirror into the room. The scent here is disgusting.
Yeah, I think that's just you.
Be wary.
Go to Sally.
What?
Be wary.
Oh, what?
I'm not the only spirit here.
We knew that.
As he kind of just looks out into the corner of the room.
You mean in here?
This mountain is treacherous.
Yes.
All watch, including I.
Great. Is there a problem in this room?
Potentially.
Can you elaborate?
Do you need of my power?
No.
Then it will remain.
Fine. I'm gonna cover the mirror.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Can I tell what corner of the room he was looking at?
Looked out, just like the corner of the room that was like behind you when you were playing.
I'm gonna keep playing, but now I'm gonna be facing that
Yeah.
corner. I'm just
As-
gonna like, uh-huh.
As you just kind of turn, you're just playing, you're like, okay.
My music has definitely changed into something that sounds ominous. Because I'm like,
Mm.
alright, that was horrible.
Yep.
It's 6 o'clock already.
Strange.
Yeah.
And it's just for like the next hour.
Yeah, and I'm like, yes. My anxiety.
Everybody's stressed out.
Yeah,
on
you
me.
can see a red light on you going.
I don't know.
So, what do the rest of you guys do? What are you doing, Cal?
I'm just photosynthesizing everywhere.
You're just out in the sun.
You said to get in tune with your spirit metal with the spirits around the area. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I guess I'll be just to be doing something. It tired me out before, but I'll just lightly try to work on my eyes.
Okay. As you are just kind of working on your eyes, you're just out in the forest, just in the safer area still. Looks like there's a bunch of people that just are just doing like Tai Chi in the morning. You ever join them?
Like yoga.
Basically.
No.
It's like karate yoga, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wait, do
I
you
thought it
not
was
know what
like-
Tai Chi is?
No, there's
It's
no
the
Tai Chi
slow
here.
therapy. It is. I hate to break it to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's literally just like the slow, just like katas that
I've
just kind of
never seen anyone
flow.
do
Have you
Except in
seen the
anime.
movie Kung Fu Panda? Have you?
I have.
Yeah.
That's not here.
That's. I mean, but it's still okay.
Yeah, I'll watch them, but I'm working on my eyes.
As you continue to work on your eyes and pour this power in, you don't have to give any rolls. It is trial and error. You are slowly starting to see more here. And along all of these flows, you kind of visualize it a little bit better. And you see around where their hands are just kind of moving through the air. You see almost like these like gossamer light strings of different elements are just kind of flowing from their palms and their fingertips as they are just kind of drifting and flowing through this. You see occasionally there are like kind of spirits just like watching and floating around this area. This is very active for spiritual beings. As you're kind of looking around more, you do see Oryx kind of walks and talks with some people. You sense no energy emitting off of him whatsoever.
Just good hiding.
Seems like it.
Well, it looks like what they're doing is working, so I'll try to copy their movements, I guess.
You at first you're just kind of like off to the side, just kind of like doing like light versions of it. Before long, you are over with them, doing the full like with them.
Yeah,
No.
getting into it. Yeah.
They're like the used car.
Yeah, the
guy-
little
used car-
guys.
but-
Yeah.
But you end up joining like that. It's kind of nice. As you are starting to emit your Aether a little bit, you do see that essence, that kind of like shadow, just occasionally drift over you. And every time you do, and you see Oryx is kind of nearby watching everybody. And as he is watching you, though, you sense for the first time Aether off of him. Not him. It seems like he himself is like just like, oh, how nice. But you just sense immeasurable malice all of a sudden, just a flash, and then it's gone. Centered from him. But it doesn't seem like it was from him himself.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's the curse.
Could be.
Yeah, I keep doing the Tai Chi.
Okay. You keep going. So.
Well, I guess I would confront him about it.
Oh, okay.
Just be like, hey, sorry, I felt a lot of bad feelings coming from you.
Yes. That occasionally happens. Not of my accord.
Oh, okay, you're not mad at me, right?
Oh, no.
Okay. I know I can't do the moves perfect. I might make everyone look bad. I'm trying.
Yes, you are. And it looks great.
Thank you.
We are going to have a festival celebration soon if you'd like to perform in it.
Well, this is. I think the other party members would laugh at me, so I don't know if I should.
Who cares?
You know what? You're right. I'm my own person. I can do this.
The malice is not from me. That malice is from the one that lives within me. I have made a contract as well as you have. Oh, all of us really have. Everyone here coexists with the spirits, but as the Pathmaker, the chief, it is my responsibility to make an accord with one of the four mountain gods. And primarily, my grandfather was the first to make a bargain with this one, and it has continued on until my generation. I don't believe my son or daughter will inherit him.
Maybe my youngest. Who knows?
What's the contract?
To reside within this mountainside and protect all of the denizens of the mountain. The Fort Mountain Guards split the mountain up into 4 sections. And this top, this crest, is all his.
Oh, so was that feeling, is he wary of me since I'm new?
It seems as though you, having calamities here, puts a little bit of a primal sense of aggression.
Well, I got him tucked deep inside me, so you don't have to worry about that.
As do I. Did you read anything else?
Oh yeah, what are the other 3 gods here?
They reside within the mountainsides.
Because we have a little god that we're carrying in our pockets, and he said he wanted to be planted here.
A god.
Yeah, a little tree guy. He can talk. He controls a forest. He said he wanted to be spread onto this mountain. He told us to bring his seed. I don't remember which one of us has the seed. What is the seed? Oh, you're not there. That was in game.
Yeah, you look over your shoulder.
Yeah,
You're like,
which
oh,
one
you're
of
not
us?
there.
Oh, I'm by myself.
Do you remember what his name was?
No, I'm not the name keeper in the party.
Well,
That's
if you
Bella's
find-
job.
If you find someone who has the seed, tell them to let me know.
Okay.
He kind of just keeps walking.
We'll get back to the Tai Chi.
As you end up popping like a little acorn in your mouth, just crunching it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that was a pine cone. Still good though.
Delicious.
Pretty crunchy.
So what are you doing for the next couple of days?
I would also. There's a library there, right?
Here? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go take the papers that I got the other 2 deity names on to the library and see if there's a library, and I'm gonna be like, what language is this?
Okay. You just ask somebody there.
Yeah, no, like someone like working there.
Okay.
Not just like
It's
someone.
it's not
randomly.
necessarily like a library per se of like
It's not
like a building of like this is the library, this is the receptionist. It's more just kind of like there is a library here on grounds in the mansion. There is a collection of books here, and what looks like just old scrolls just kind of like tucked into shelves, and those shelves like cascade a good like 30 feet up, just shelves of just scrolls.
She doesn't have patience for that. She
You do. There are people in here that are reading and look like they are like scribes or part of the village.
Yeah. Okay. I just go up to the first one. Excuse me.
Hello.
Yeah. Do you know what language this is?
Let me see. Well, the way the runes are scribed onto there, this looks like Old Celestial.
Can you read it?
Yes.
Can you tell me what it says?
And so he kind of reads through it on his own.
How did you acquire this?
Here we
From
go.
a place quite a ways from here.
Make a deception check.
I'm not technically lying.
It's not quite a ways
It's
from here.
quite
It's
a
like-
way.
It
Yeah,
is
they're
literally in the same building.
They're like 20 steps away from it.
13.
Oh boy.
Quite a ways. Well, wherever you found it, they really were quite good scribes.
Yeah.
This is old. Pardon me, let me go grab some other notes.
Kind of runs over to one of the ladders and just
Found a good
as walks like goes up the ladder and starts to like grab some scrolls and kind of like tuck them under his arm as he walks back to you with like a bundle of what looks like 6 scrolls and just kind of plants them down and like rolls them out to certain sections.
Well, these are ancient names. They are names of 2 gods. The first one is Sendrea.
Wait, I can't type that fast. The first one?
Sendrea.
How do you spell that, Jonah?
Sendrea.
Okay.
Sendrea the Lustborn.
Lust?
The Lustborn.
Okay.
She didn't say.
From our notes, she is one of the ancient gods. She's not spoken of in modern days quite as often as she once was before, but she is the goddess of lustful emotion.
I figured from the title.
Indeed. And then the other one is Fyodar.
Oh. Okay.
And his title is Bringer of Justice. This one is spoken very hidden through many of other circles, but Fyodar is a part of the Prime Pantheon. Looking through here, though, it seems as though Fyodar went into hiding a very long time ago, and same with his followers. Followers of Fyodar are far and few between. With Andrea, there are indirect followers, it seems.
They've branched out.
But wherever you found these are a collection of old names that are long hidden.
Do those scrolls have anything describing something that would have this symbol? Yeah, it's okay. You just missed it. It's fine.
You choose the one time. I'm
Yeah.
going.
You literally walked out right as I was going to say the sentence.
Because I don't think I know that name. I think only you know that name, right?
And him and Ethan.
Oh, and okay.
What do you say?
I'm.
The title was Fyodar, the Bringer of Justice.
Oh, cool.
And it was one of those.
No, he left. Don't tell him anything. He left.
Okay.
You chose to leave.
I sit on the edge for a reason.
Yeah. So I take one of the papers and I kind of flip it around,
Okay.
and I kind of quickly draw the 3 skulls and the raven, and I go, is there anything in those scrolls that kind of depict this?
Is this supposed to be another Pantheon member?
I think so. It's been haunting my dreams.
Haunting.
Kind of. I also don't really dream. It's weird that I said that. Anyways.
Do you mind
Do you mind if I? And he kind of starts to try to make a rendition of it. Knowing your artistry, it's not the super best.
Yeah, it's not a very good drawing at all.
He is asking
But
you.
it's I have arrows. It says skull.
He's
It's-
as he's kind of drawing it
yeah,
like this.
yeah, kind of. Yeah,
Alright.
and then that's a raven.
like a full raven.
Yeah.
All right, and he'll.
Well,
he's-
it's like a raven skull, but then there's also a raven.
Let's focus on this symbol.
Okay.
And he spent the better part of 30 minutes
Oh my god.
sketching out this symbol, and he goes, "Do you mind if I keep this?"
Was he drawing on my paper?
No, he's drawn on his
On
own,
his own paper.
Yeah.
It's your paper.
All right. I'll look into this further because I've never seen or heard of this before.
Oh.
But I will check the records.
Okay. Yeah, that would be great.
Of course. Anything else you need?
No, you've been very helpful, actually. Thank you so much.
Of course. Anytime, Auntie.
I'm sorry. I don't think I got your name.
Sorry?
Your name?
Oh, they call me Sebastian.
Sylvester.
Yes.
Okay.
The best.
Creepy. It's not useful.
You didn't find
So
so creepy either.
That is it.
Tizama
Yeah, and you originally typed keepy.
Oh.
Tizama keepy. A movie do.
And then I'm like, oh, do you want me to come meet you back here in a couple days?
I'll send someone there.
Thanks.
Of course. Anything else?
Nope. God.
Have a good day, Lonnie.
I do take my papers
Yes.
with me. These are mine.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Did you say Lonnie the second time?
Lonnie.
Oh, I heard Lonnie.
You're just hearing what you're wanting. You're just. Yeah. And then I guess if we're just kind of going over the course of the few days, she would. The only thing she's really going to do is read some more of the report and try to do some of the spirit metal, because that's what he said, and then go back down and check on the statue.
Okay. You go back down to go check on the statue. The cellar is gone.
Like, I opened the floorboard.
You open the floorboard and it's just stone.
Oh, I did soft lock myself out of the fire.
Solid.
Yeah.
I am the man that lives under your roof.
You're like, huh. Weird. On my screen door? Oh. Who is it?
Oryx.
Or two.
You're in trouble.
Oh, just one moment. I take the contraption that's locking the door out. What's up?
Everything all right?
Yeah! It's great.
No. Rooting around my castle is permittable. Please do not break anything, though.
Oh, sorry. I didn't break anything to be able to lock the door.
He
I
kind of
just-
like takes a step into the room. Yes, everything seems to have gone back to normal.
What does that mean?
There are many spirits here.
As you said before.
Mischievous ones and ones that show you a path, show you memories long hidden. Seems as though that one visited you yesterday.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
So are you going to tell me the name of that statue or not?
That statue is long forgotten.
Well, it wants to be remembered. So what's the name?
Thing is, I and everyone else's records of it do not exist anymore. As well as the other statue within there. The other name that was long forgotten. I'm assuming you've seen those. Those names are forgotten through the ages. They're forgotten through everything. Memory, history, stone masonry, things that should have been remembered for eternity. I've forgotten.
But that's not true, because I did see them. So something does remember it.
I don't know. The statues, the idols, those remain. But the names of them are stricken from history. There are many secrets in this world. The Pantheon is one of them.
So it was just a spirit.
Well, the spirit itself leads you down it bridges connections that are trying to bud within your mind. Seems as though it created a pathway. Let me guess. A cellar, stairs, led you to 4 cardinal directions.
So the cellar does exist?
It exists within your mind. That cellar is a pathway the spirit creates.
So then you know what spirit did this?
Yes, I do.
Can I see the spirit again?
If the spirit chooses. I do not control it. I may be the chief of the Spirit Walker tribe, but I do not interfere with the wishes of the mountain gods.
I follow their lead and rule.
Have you thought of asking them what the names are? Or do you not want to remember?
It is not that I do not want to remember. It is that no one remembers. I am a chief of secrets. I uncover secrets long forgotten. Secrets people wish not to tell. That is my curse. And my curfew. However, all of this is research I have tried to commit myself to. Things that I have tried to uncover. And yet have no semblance of reality. It does not exist anymore. The proof of the statue's existence means it once existed. But whatever record was of them seems to not exist anymore. As if they were forgotten. You mentioned the raven and the 3 skulls. I immediately recognized what you talked about and realized it was a fool's errand. It is impossible to know exactly what or who this is, but they once existed. Is that anything else you need from me?
No, in fact, I believe you're the one who came into my room. So is there anything else you need from me?
Just want to make sure all your questions are answered. She said that.
Yeah, well, you didn't quite answer my questions.
Well, in due time. The spirits speak much. Take care, Marty. As he steps out.
Locks it. Yeah. Garb! She's like, man, creepy Sylvester snitched on me. That's
Which,
it.
thinking about it, from your own self, no one has said the name Lonty in this village.
Nope. But that guy
You have-
says that he reads minds, so I figured other guys read minds.
That is his curse of the 22. That he can read. But you guys spend a few more days just kind of to yourselves with the spirits, just kind of in this constant state of flux. Before long, are you ready to train?
Yes, master.
I would say when I was meditating on my spirit metal and Aether, I probably stayed up for like 2 days straight, didn't sleep at all.
Yep.
And just practiced like breathing with the Aether, just like absorbing and then releasing it back into whatever I absorbed it from.
You guys see Daw has not gone to his room the entire time. He's just stayed outside. And at this point, you just see there's a ring of spores and just like all kinds of different colored mushrooms just all around him, mixed with flowers and just different like clovers. He's kind of created this small little patch around him. And it looks like it kind of like has grown on him, like bits of moss and different things of just bringing life back into an area that was cleared away, it seems, for roads or whatever. It's just kind of come back to life and almost like nature reclaiming a statue that was once at like an old temple. Kind of the same thing is happening to Dawn, where nature is just kind of like vining over him, just kind of creating a resting place.
Nice. You stuck?
No, I feel more free than I ever have.
I'm gonna punch you again.
Maybe we wait for our training, but yes.
Okay. You look protected right now.
I am. All of these protect me. Kind of chest right, all the living things on me.
Well, don't let anyone eat them. You remember what happened last time.
Yes. That was disturbing.
We still gotta catch that guy.
We've matured since then.
Yeah.
So we know better.
We'll get him.
Grass is friend, not food.
It's my motto.
Good. As you guys are about to start training, and each one of the council of the masked figures kind of brings you guys off to your other respective directions to kind of make sure that you guys all have each an individualistic training to whatever regiment of power you guys are trying to achieve. You guys get a level up
Wow! Right now? For real?
for realsies.
Wow.
So go ahead and roll HP, guys.
Okay, hold on.
So it's going to be your hit dice plus your constitution modifier.
So that'll be 8 total.
8 total. Good.
I feel strong.
So we got an 8 for you. And did you get any new abilities?
I think I have 3rd level spells now.
Yes! Dosh Hongren, let's go. What do you roll?
I have exactly 100 hit points.
Nice!
5.
5! And then plus con.
500. 8.
Yes, you found it.
Oh, and our proficiency bonuses went up.
Yep. This is a good level up for you guys.
Oh, guys,
Or-
I've got the max.
Or Magord. You got a max roll? You got a
I
10?
got 10, yeah.
Nice! Well, how much HP was that?
That puts me at 105.
105! You have more HP than Cal.
Haha, suck it, cow.
Rose, what are you doing?
Hold on. I didn't take note of my con modifier, so I have to go back.
I crested to 100. 103.
Level 3?
103 hit points now.
Nice. Okay. Look at you guys, triple digits. Oh, that's nice.
I get indomitable now, too.
Indomitable? Nice. How many uses of Indomitable do
I
you
think
get?
it's twice. Yeah.
That's nice.
Twice, yeah, twice for long rest. And
That's
then 3 times
scary.
at 13.
That's scary.
Oh, wait. I think I only have it once. Sorry, I'm trying to read this.
Okay.
I think it's twice at 13th. I think I have it once right now.
Okay. What else did you guys get? Because I believe your guys' proficiency went up by 1.
Probably.
All of us did, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a +4 now.
Nice.
Mine's a +4.
And then what did you get, Rose?
66.
And I don't.
Oh, 66 total. Wow.
66 total.
You got a lot of catching up to do. I've already broke 100.
I know,
I've-
I know.
You're also a D10.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's slapping
Are
over
you
here,
a
though.
D6 or a
I'm
D8?
D8.
Okay.
What'd you get?
I don't think
Go down.
I did.
Go back.
I did.
Yeah. What does it say at 9?
This is ripping content.
I got.
Yes.
Yes.
Watch this as we
Go
This is
click
not.
through.
You
I love
can.
it.
Yes.
Oh, you're right. 9. Did you get more spell? No. Oh, I guess bards suck at level
I don't
9,
get it.
so. It's about it.
You got a
Spells?
proficiency bonus,
Yeah, I got that.
which is good for you. Because now your jack of all trades is increased by 1.
Yeah, which is great.
So
Look on the
proficiency
thingy
bonus
up here.
is 4.
That's on the same.
Yeah.
On that. I'm just looking. I'm sorry. Sorry I took that experience away from you.
You are 9th level bard.
Yeah.
Your Song of Rest is a D8 now. Proficiency.
Yeah. No, she's the eloquence. What?
Eloquence.
Yeah, she's called eloquence.
This is a regular bard.
Tara wouldn't know.
I would not know.
You would not know.
I wouldn't.
You guys are 9th level or 10th level?
9.
9th. Okay, your proficiency is still a 3.
It's a 4.
No, it's a 4.
Oh, that's cantrips. No, my bad.
Haha.
If it was cantrips,
To learn to read.
It looks like you gain one more spell slot. You now have access to 4th level spells, and you learn one new spell of your choice.
Yeah, that's weird. It didn't give her.
So yeah, did you hear what I said, Alice?
Huh?
You have one more spell slot now.
Yes.
A 4th level spell slot.
It's a 5th.
You are correct.
Yeah, it gave her.
Yep.
So now you get to pick one of those.
You can choose a 5th level spell, or you can choose another level spell if you want. But you have a 5th level slot now. Perfect. And then what did you
I only
get?
got one more slot, but I got 5th level spells now, so I can tree slide. Stride. So
Ooh, tree stride.
teleport.
Transport via plants is the one that you do a big teleport though.
Oh, is it?
Tree stride is like a dimension door.
Okay, so it's nearby.
Yes. Yeah, I know. I made that decision. Or not decision. That mistake a
500
lot.
feet.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's still good.
I think.
Yeah, 5th level spell, tree stride, and then transport via plants
I do.
is a 6th level spell. So
I'll
close.
get down next.
You are close to that. I believe that's in 2 levels. You'll get 6th level.
I have Spirit Shroud now and Revivify.
You ever vivify? Ooh, that's killer. Literally.
It's not.
So,
Raider restoration.
as you guys start to do your training, is there anything you guys would like to do while you are here within this village?
Other than the time skip?
Before the time skip.
Well, I wanted to have that thing where he puts me into my sleep thing. Remember how he was going to go inside of me, and spiritually, of course. And we're going to do that before the time skip.
That's coffee content.
Oh boy.
In the spiritual sense, not the biblical sense.
That's cut out. This
I
whole
figured-
this is all cut out now. God.
Okay. Well, we will get to that next episode. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next week. We got a level up. Nice! Level up, some god lore, some character lore. This is a good episode. Nice. Not a lot happened, but a lot happened.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.
Bye.